Hi, welcome to TV Guna. So it finished 2-2 for us against Liverpool yesterday at Anfield. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, typical, innit? Liverpool were going to be up for us. They're going to show up. We're top of the league. It's hurting them that they're doing. We know how they're doing this season, mostly anyway. So they're always going to perform. And yeah, I mean, just typical. But, you know, we came away with a point. I would have taken that before the game started. If it was a little bit like 2 points dropped because we were 2-0 up. But all said and done, I'll take the point. It's still in our hands, the title. It was a tough game, one of the hardest grounds to go to and get anything from. You got a point from it, so decent day's work, I think, personally.
Okay, so start of the game, really good start from us. On the front foot, Martinelli getting that early goal. Then the second goal he made the assist for Jesus. We're 2-0 up and looked really comfortable, and great credit to the team for coming out at a difficult ground like that at Anfield and dominating the game.
Yeah, I think it was important to get a good start because we're always going to come for spells under a lot of pressure from a team like Liverpool. They were going to be up for it against us. So yeah, getting that good start was important. And we haven't always been doing that recently. It's been a feature of the season that we have, but recently we've had a few slow starts. So we couldn't afford that against Liverpool. So I'm glad we did that. Martinelli is a G. Such a G. He is he's chaos. He's chaos, and their right back Trent, can't cope with that chaos. Liverpool's defence in general is dodgy, man. Apart from Virgil, who's amazing, but I don't think it's been his best since that injury. That sort of player that we have there in Martinelli, that's going to be something, you know, a deadly weapon, and he proved that. Proved that against the Anfield.
And Jesus was looking really lively, not just his goal, but his play all round. See him tracking back, working really hard, making runs, going forward. Yeah. That pass as well, he made a no-look pass, which was brilliant.
Yeah, he showed us what we were missing while he was injured, I think. From the whistle, he made a big difference, just getting involved in things, tracking back, winning balls, moving passes around, starting things off. It's part of what the system really needs. And I think, yeah, he showed us exactly what he's worth. Even though he wasn't getting in the goals, he doesn't have to because he's doing all of that work. It's a really important player for us, I think, and going forward to the rest of the season. Hope he stays fit. There was one moment, I think in the first half when he was down just behind the goal, I was like, no, please, no. Got like my heart in my mouth every time I see him hurt these days.
Yeah, let's hope he's going to be alright to play all our remaining last games, a vital part of our team. So, wanted to ask you now, first half was brilliant. Second half, though, we really struggled. Is it a case of just give credit to them? We know they're at home, they put a lot of pressure on us. Or do you think it's maybe our lack of experience? You know, we weren't able to keep possession of the ball the way we were in the first half. Do you think it's maybe tiredness? What would you put it down to, the difference in performance for us in the second half?
I mean, you have to credit Liverpool, right? They can't to keep up that sort of level of intensity for as long as they did. But at the same time, yeah, maybe a bit of tiredness is creeping in. We don't have the experience. Like, they can bring Firmino off the bench, who loves scoring against us for some reason. But we don't have that on the bench. You know, we don't have the experience up front. Our experience up front is Gabby, Jesus, who's already on. You know, we can't bring on someone who's got that experience and talent, who just has a record of scoring against them. Although Trossard, I don't know what you doing. Scored against them for Brighton, but it's, you know, Trossard versus Firmino is not quite the same thing. So yeah, it's probably a little bit of a few things. Well done to Liverpool. I'm just glad, in a way, we don't have any Europe to worry about or anything. You know, we can just focus on one game at a time. We got West Ham next. Go and smash them for 3 points. Keep the momentum going. Keep the points coming in. Yeah, I'm glad that that's our focus, because maybe the team needs that at the moment. That focus just on the Premier League, no distractions.
And got to credit Ramsdale. What a great goalkeeper he is. He's been showing it time and again in the last couple of seasons. Yesterday, them saves were world class. Really critical saves that he made.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching highlights from PSG's game against, I think it was Nice recently, and Donnarumma is their goalkeeper. He was amazing. I was like, wow. But Ramsdale those saves he was making, like, not quite that level, but damn close. I'm like, Rambo, oh my god. He saved our skin a few times, and he's just looking just better and better and better all the time. He is such a good goalkeeper. Those like reflex saves that he makes, his distribution, like his confidence and everything. I love him. I love him. He's the best goalkeeper we've had for a long time. So yeah, I'm happy for him. It's a shame we needed him to make those saves, but it's so reassuring to know we've got a guy that can make those saves when it's needed. And especially that one that deflected off Gabriel. That's so hard to save those. It's so hard to save. How many times we see those going in because the keeper can't keep track of the flight of the ball, and he still saved it. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. I like Gareth. What are you doing? That guy, Ben White as well. Come on, but Rambo, top keeper.
So now, looking at our overall picture, we don't know if you can say that as a point gained or 2 points dropped. We won't really know till the end of the season, but we always say Anfield away, difficult game, getting a point there, you would never say that's a bad result. So looking at our overall title picture, what's your thoughts now? 6 points ahead of City, they do have a game in hand still.
Yeah, I mean obviously it doesn't look quite as nice as it did when it was an 8-point lead, but it's still a 6-point lead with only 1 game in hand for them, so it's still in our hands really. We go to the Etihad, don't lose, and then we just have to match their results for the rest of the season. It's done, it's wrapped. Hopefully they do drop points somewhere, and we don't, but can't hope on that too much. We just got to do the job against them. We're in a strong position. They've got to worry about Europe. They've got Bayern. We don't have to worry about anything. No FA Cup, no Europa League or anything. So we can focus on the league. So I'm pretty confident when it comes to playing, the outside of the top 6 teams. I mean, what even is the top 6 anymore? Newcastle's more of a threat than Chelsea, so I don't. But the teams that are performing well outside of that, I think we'll get the job done no matter what. As long as we got something like our first 11 on the pitch, we'll be fine. So it's in our hands. I'm relatively confident, but anything can happen. So I'm just going to keep enjoying it. As long as we're top of the table, as long as we're still in the fight even, I'm going to enjoy it. Because the last few years that we've had, it's been so long since we've had this. We haven't won the league since 2004, so yeah, it's a long time, man. I was basically just a kid then.
Yeah, no, for sure. These are special moments to be involved in the title race. It's been so long, and got to enjoy them. Just take it game by game. That's all we can do. It's now 8 games left. The next one is West Ham. What's your thoughts on that one?
3 points in the bag, isn't it? You can focus on bringing that goal difference up just in case we need it.
Should hopefully be a comfortable win. What's your correct score prediction?
3-0? I think a 3-0.